what does it mean to be blessed? Does it mean prosperity or not lacking?
Sometimes you just want to leave everything, to give up. Sometimes physically it is very hard.
Or is it a feeling of security when you have confidence about the future?
I am very sorry for my husband and don't like letting him go to work. He grows so tired.
Is it abundance, comfort, or not having to work?
I have to work a lot at home, cleaning the yard, building a house, to feed pigs, go to service. There are much what to do.
Do blessings just come on their own?
There was a time when I wanted to sell everything, because the neighbors swore that it was too noisy and smelled bad with the pigs. My enthusiasm to keep the animals began to fade.
Does it mean that once a person has received a blessing, he can rest and do nothing the rest of his days?
Sometimes they told me that before they got to know us, they never had to work so hard.
So what are blessings really? It is the 5th year that the SEED project continues to operate and develop in the Transcarpathian region of Ukraine. It is also the 5th year that the organizers and participants of this project stand amazed at God's special blessing for the Roma people.
I believe that this is one of our most successful projects. This is because of the goal of the project. We don't just give a person a bread or some fish. Instead, we give him a fishing pole, needed tools, and say, please, go and work. Before it was considered shameful to work. A Roma who worked was considered a fool. Today, they understand that work is a means of survival. The mentality of the people has begun to change. They now understand that they cannot live with outstretched hands forever, but instead can provide for themselves. Before they had no training and had not known their own potential. Our goal was to show them that they have everything they needed to succeed. We are telling them, the world is full of opportunities for you. Just open your eyes and take what God has given. It is one of the best forms of charity, when we simply help a person to stand on their own feet and to feed their children by themselves.
First of all, this project provides an opportunity and teaches them how to work. Perhaps the quality of work that we, Ukrainians, don't even think about is a real challenge for Roma people, but it is also an opportunity for them to learn. We are always here saying, even if you stop working at the factory, you are now experts and will be able to go anywhere, and will be able to say that you can do paving, you will be able to work in another factory, and anyone will take you. Because you are already an expert. It is important. To have a profession in our time is very important.
It is hard work, but this is a blessing. Why? Because before we were earning money through the wrong kind of labor. I was stealing, was doing other things, and was deceiving people. But today we know that we are with God, and this is our blessing. God knows our hearts, and in our families we are good now. Even if we do not possess great wealth, we are thankful to God for everything, because we see that with God we live better than before. Look, there wasn't even a room here. There was lots of garbage, trash was everywhere, and it was overgrown with trees. I took the saw, and we started to clean and began to build a foundation. And slowly we began to build a house out of cement blocks. God was giving me strength and wisdom to work every day to build it for my children. And here we also plan to build a barn where there will be pigs and a cow maybe.
Can a simple Roma man build his life with his own hands, starting from nothing? Yes, he can. Stephen is a great example of it. Today, he doesn't have to worry what to feed his family. He has literally built his life and a good future for his children with his own hands. The vegetables from his garden, the milk and meat from the animals he is taking care of, are providing for that. Thanks to the Seed Project that has been working in this part of the country for over 5 years, many Roma families have learned how to not just survive, but live and build their lives with their own hands.
My children are also working with me. God gives me strength and wisdom so I can teach my family, because it is their future. I will not live forever on this earth. It is necessary to leave something after me. I want kids to know how to work, to serve God, to respect me and their mother, and to go to school. They should have everything I did not have in my life. Our life is changing, really changing, and I thank God for everything He does for my family.
During the 5 years of the implementation of the Seed Project, the Roma of Transcarpathia have grown to love their work, and the rapid changes in their community are bringing about transformation. With their newfound skills, they recognize that they can have a say in their futures and are continually eager to learn and develop new forms of business. In the spring of 2015, Roma people began to study rabbit farming.
For those children who had nothing, it is important to see their results, and it gives them the desire to continue. The Roma people want to see right away how it all happens, how things can change for the better. The rabbits are an example of a project where you can quickly see results. During one season, you can start with a couple of rabbits and end up with 50 of them. This is a very quick process, and then they encourage one another because of the results they all have witnessed.
The rabbits are great. The children can eat their meat. It's good meat for children. I'll take care for the rabbits. I will make cages by myself, and I already have a plan for how I will build the cages with the rails and the roof.
I have 8 rabbits. Now I'm about to let the male rabbit in. So soon, in a couple of weeks, there will be little rabbits again. I tried it, and it's very tasty meat. Their skins I also want to use in the kids' shoes, so they will be warmer. I want to teach my children how to care for the animals, so they also could know what to do with the rabbits. I've begun to teach them already. They feed rabbits every morning. I see that they are already trying to do it by themselves. You should be very careful with them. You have to love them. If you will love them, then everything will be fine. I really love this.
We offer them different options for activities, but make sure it won't be a competition between them. We say, if you can grow potatoes and some vegetables yourself, you won't have to go buy them. It will be cheaper this way. It's good if each of them has a few rabbits, a pig or a few birds. If they can provide for their family, it's already more than enough.
Maybe it will seem funny, but I hope that I will have a big house. And behind the house will be a large barn, where I would like to keep not only pigs, but also other animals, because I really love this. I'm dreaming to have my own house, where it will be just my family. And I want a different future for my child, because the life that my parents gave me was not a life. I want my daughter to live differently. I want her to have a better future.
The blessings that Roma people have received have been that of human dignity, opportunity, and the ability to see the fruits of their honest labor. Their desire to continue to learn is evident, and their understanding of God has grown as they have witnessed His faithfulness.
First, I thank the Lord Jesus Christ that He put it on the hearts of the people from Emmanuel and Orphans Promise to help us. You really helped us a lot, so we could learn and not remain the same as we were before. Thank you for your work and your efforts, that you suffer with us by working day and night with us and teaching us so we can truly become disciples of Jesus Christ. I thank the Lord for the people He has given us who can serve us so that we can learn by example and serve others in turn.